2018 Mercedes GLE, and it's an absolute powerhouse of a car, and today I'm here to review it. GLE packs a punch as it's fitted with a 3-liter V6 engine which produces 333 bhp and 480 Newton meters of torque. Also, it's mated with a 9-speed gearbox, giving that efficient drive. This particular model was launched in India in the year 2015 and was in the market till the year 2020. And after that, the facelift came out. But this GLE was built to compete with the rivals BMW X5 and Audi Q7. Back in the day when this GLE was launched, it was priced around 80 lakhs ex-showroom, but now you can get this GLE from around 40 to 45 lakhs depending on the year and the model. And if you're car confused and don't know what to buy, hit us up on our socials so we can help you find the right car. Bought this car from a viewer out in New Delhi, and if I can film a cool video with your car, hit us up on our socials and we can make that happen. So let's talk exterior design. So the year 2018 and the years before that, I consider the Merc's golden era. The interiors weren't that great, but the exterior, my, they did look good. And all of these Mercs had one thing in common: road presence and exterior styling. And oh boy, they did look good. But the GLE just standing over here looks like she has presence and means business. And from the front, the GLE has that old school bulky SUV look, which makes the car even more appealing. But overall speaking, it's just a fairly standard Merc front. You've got some strong lines flowing across the bonnet. Down below, it's your huge grille with Merc logo embedded in it. I don't like the materials they've used. It's flimsy and cheap. Over here are your headlights, which is shared by its big daddy, the GLS, and they look absolutely lovely. Down here are your bumpers with integrated sensors and some fake vents. What's not fake are the vents on this hood, as it's a big engine it's packing, and also it's got some chrome touches down here for added elegance. From the side, the car stands tall and boxy, no slooping line bullshit. Merc made her a proper SUV, and they have added some chrome elements on the side to make her look elegant. But how can you make a baby elephant look elegant? Nice try though. What this baby elephant does have is sharpness, and as you can see, it's given by the lines over here on the side, and the car has a very strong shoulder line. But other than that, you have your alloys, which I'm not a big fan of because they don't make it look like the 19 inches. Yes, they're 19 inches and big. And the only thing left from the side is your fuel tank, which is 90 liters and are going to drain your pockets real fast. And then there's the rear, and in my opinion, the car looks its absolute best from this angle, and all the credit goes to these big boxy lights which have this LED kind of design in it, which looks absolutely cool. A job well done. And nowadays it's all about sleekness and sharpness, but back in the day, the bigger and boxier it is, the better it is. The other thing you notice is that how big of a tailgate it is. It's absolutely massive and suits the character of the car. But other than that, it's a fairly standard rear of any other Mercedes. You've got your badging and your logo in the center. You've got some chrome for extra elegance, even on the bumpers over here. And we have some sensors integrated in the bumper. And what do we have over here? Real exhaust vents. Since when did fake exhaust vent became a trend in the car industry and people thought it was cool? No, it was not cool. This is cool. But overall speaking, the car looks stunning from outside, and if you're someone who prefers this big SUV bulky look, this is the car for you. But if you're someone like me who doesn't mind a little bit of sharpness and sleekness, I think you'll be better off with an X5, and I used to call it the devil because she used to look like one. Inside the GLE, and wow, it's old in here, makes you realize how far Merc has come when it comes to designing interior. But what has not changed over the years is the build quality, which is absolutely sturdy in the car. You've got soft touch all across the dash, extends all the way up to door panels, and look at this wooden trim. I love this touch of wooden trims, make the car looks elegant. Also, you've got aluminium on the AC vents and even on the glove box holder, which looks absolutely premium. But what's not good is the center part over here. These plasticky buttons just spoil the elegant look of the car and makes it looks very cheap. But now onto the practicality. Sadly, we don't have the bottle of practicality today, but the door bins are nice and big and can fit more than one bottle of practicality. The story continues at the rear as well as it fits the bottle of practicality with ease. The glove box opens up nice and wide and can fit few bottles of practicality. With the gearbox gone, you've got some big ass cup holders which fit the bottle of practicality, and you've got an ashtray and a cigarette lighter and some space to keep your wallet down here. You've also got some netted storage space to keep the bottle of practicality. The center space is big enough to fit the bottle of practicality. Also, you've got some 2 USB ports to charge your mobile devices. The cup holders are integrated in the armrest and fit the bottle of practicality perfectly. Also, if you're confused where to keep your phone, you've got a cubby right there to keep it. In the back seat of the GLE, and this is the place where most of the owners will spend their time being chauffeured around. So let's quickly take you through. So you've got dual stitching on the seat, which looks good to look at. Also, you've got soft touch on the doors, and the wooden trim continues from the front and back as well. Also, being a big and bulky car, I've got enough knee room and enough headroom. The under thigh support is brilliant, and I've got enough footwell space, which is cool. But talking about comfort, the seats are cushiony and they can go and easily comfort you for a long drive. And for added comfort, you've even got an armrest. But you know what's missing? A panoramic sunroof would have been much better. Now, of course, being a bulky car, you've got enough shoulder room, and carrying 3 people at the back won't be a task as there's no hump on the floor, and the seat is pretty wide enough, and you do not even compromise on your footwell space, which is brilliant. But overall speaking, it's a pretty basic back seat for a car priced around 18. Let's talk infotainment, and instantly you realize that the tech is old. The screen has very limited options and can only be controlled by the wheel over here and some shortcut buttons down here and over here. The screen graphics are, to be honest, pretty okay, and you do not have a lot of options, as you can see. And the screen can only be controlled by the swivel wheel over here, as touchscreens and steering wheel buttons were not an option back in the day. It used to feel trash while operating the screen back then, and it still feels trash now. But in my opinion, the infotainment of an Audi or a BMW would be much better to use than this trash. The running boards are supposed to help you get in the car, but in this case, they're of absolute no use and they dirty your trousers while you're getting in. The car weighs a lot, and a V6 Petrol fitted to this car makes the fuel... 3, 2, 1, go. The car weighs a lot, and with the petrol V6 fitted in front, the fuel economy is pretty bad, which will make the fuel tank and your pockets drain at the same time. There's absolutely no place where the media volume is displayed. The manual sunblind looks so cheap. You don't have a lot of ambient light colors. That's pretty much it. People buy Merc for rear seat comfort, which isn't a strong point in this car. The GLE packs a massive boot of 690 liters, which is nice and wide, so you just can shove items in. Also, you could get a spare tire as standard. It's not all bad though. The GLE does have some cool features to make up for it. The infotainment lacks tech, but they fitted the car with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay to make your life better. As standard, the car comes with 360-degree park assist, and the camera quality is brilliant. As soon as you put the car into drive, the camera angle changes and the quality is nice. For a cleaner look at the back, the GLE is fitted with a pop-out reverse camera. The car is fitted with the V6 producing 333 bhp, which makes it super fun to drive. Also, the car has an easy out access. As soon as you switch off the car and open the gate, the steering wheel moves up from your position so that you can get out easily. As standard, the car comes with 16-way adjustable electronic seats and 3 memory seats options for added comfort. The car is fitted with air suspension, and you can raise or lower the height of the car with this button. Driving the GLE 400, and instantly you can tell that this car was built different. The whole driving experience is instantly amplified. The steering is just the right size. It's not too big like in the new C-Class where you feel like you're driving a truck. It's just nice and precise, and I love the feel of the whole car. The throttle is responsive, brake pedals have a little delay in a scary way, but they do work. You just got to press a little harder, and the steering is lovely. But overall speaking, the car has an amazing visibility. You've got big windows all around you, and there is ample amount of light in the interior. You know, of course, open the blind, which gets you more light, but I don't think so in this sunny day it's required. But yeah, the driving position is actually pretty nice in this car. Also, the rear windows visibility I was expecting to be bad, but it's pretty decent. Though, of course, you're not going to use that, but it's there. Also, another thing I noticed while sitting in traffic is that this AC vent plasticky and chrome material reflect a light which could be distracting on certain angles, and the windscreen has a reflection of this dash, which is again distracting. Also, the other thing you notice is that the car looks pretty wide from the outside, but from the inside it feels pretty narrow, which makes the maneuverability pretty easy, because I was expecting a tough job today, but it isn't. Also, the car is fitted with air suspension, but the suspension setting is on the stiffer side, which makes the ride quality a little more uncomfortable as the whole car moves as soon as you go through a bump. But for smaller bumps, I think she does fine. Once you put your foot down, you forget everything because this car is so much fun to drive. Enough talk, now it's time to floor it and see how she does on a 0 to 100. So I'm going to put the car into sports mode. What it does is lowers the suspension, sharpens the throttle response, sharpens the steering wheel, and the gearbox becomes more peppier. So what's my final verdict about the GLE 400? Well, if you're kind of a guy who doesn't like to be chauffeured around and want to drive a car for your daily needs, I think this is a perfect car for you. It puts up a tough fight with the X5 when it comes to driving, but overall speaking, this is a bomb of a car. That's pretty much it about the video. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.